It's 7 a.m. Your alarm didn't just wake you up, it woke up your house. Before you've even stepped out of bed, your coffee is brewing, your shower is heating to exactly 102 degrees, and your car is defrosting the windshield because it checked the local weather report. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's a conversation. A conversation happening between objects. But what are they saying? And how are they doing it without us? Welcome to the Internet of Things, or IoT. For the last few decades, the Internet was a place where people went to talk to other people. We sent emails, shared photos, and watched videos. But recently, the Internet underwent a massive, silent transformation. It stopped being just a playground for humans and became a nervous system for objects. Simply put, IoT is the network of physical objects, things that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the Internet. Why does this matter? Because we are moving from a world where we use tools to a world where our tools work for us, often before we even ask. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this invisible web. We'll explore how it works, why it's changing your life, and the risks of living in a world that's always listening. What exactly is IoT? To understand IoT, let's break down the name. We know what the Internet is, but what are the things? In the world of IoT, a thing can be almost anything. It's a heart monitor implant in a patient. It's a farm animal with a BioKit transponder. It's a massive jet engine that sends performance data to engineers while it's mid-flight. Or, most commonly, it's the smart thermostat on your wall. Before IoT, if you wanted your thermostat to change the temperature, you had to physically walk over and turn a dial. The intelligence was in you. In an IoT world, the thermostat has the intelligence. It gathers data about your habits, it talks to the GPS in your phone to see if you're heading home, and it makes a decision on its own. The key idea here is connectivity. IoT takes ordinary objects and gives them senses, the ability to see, hear, or feel, and then gives them a voice, so they can share that information with the cloud. How IoT works. The 4 pillars. You might be wondering, how does my toaster talk to my light bulbs? It feels like magic, but it's actually a very logical 4-step process. Step 1. The sensors. Everything starts with data collection. Devices have sensors that feel the world. This could be a camera, a thermometer, or an accelerometer that tracks movement. Step 2. Connectivity. Once the sensor has the data, it needs to send it somewhere. It uses the Internet part of IoT. This could be through Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 5G, or even satellite links. The data is sent to a central hub, usually the cloud. Step 3. Data processing. This is where the brainpower happens. Once the data reaches the cloud, software analyzes it. If your smart fridge sees that you're out of milk, the cloud processes that information. It doesn't just store the data, it understands it. Step 4. The user interface. Finally, the information is made useful to you. You get a notification on your phone saying, "Hey, you're out of milk," or perhaps the fridge just adds it to your online grocery cart automatically. Think of it like this: the sensor is the eye, connectivity is the nervous system, data processing is the brain, and the interface is the hand that takes action. Real-life examples. IoT isn't just about smart homes, it is everywhere. Let's look at from major areas. Wearables. Your smartwatch is a classic IoT device. It tracks your heart rate and sleep patterns, sends that data to an app, and gives you a report on your health. In some cases, it can even detect a fall and call emergency services automatically. Smart cities. In cities like Barcelona or Singapore, IoT sensors in trash cans tell waste management exactly when they are full, so trucks only drive when they need to. Smart streetlights dim when no one is around to save energy. Healthcare. This is where IoT saves lives. Smart beds can detect when a patient is trying to get up and alert nurses. Connected inhalers can track an asthma patient's usage and even warn them if the air quality in their area is about to trigger an attack. Agriculture. Farmers use IoT to monitor soil moisture. Instead of watering the whole field, the system only triggers sprinklers in the specific spots that are dry. This saves billions of gallons of water. The benefits. Why are we doing all this? Is it just so we don't have to get up to turn off the lights? Not exactly. The benefits of IoT fall into three main buckets. Efficiency. IoT eliminates waste. Whether it's energy in a building or fuel in a delivery truck, data allows us to use only what we need. Convenience. It removes the mental load of daily chores. You don't have to remember to buy detergent if your washing machine does it for you. Safety. IoT monitors things humans can't. It can detect a microscopic leak in an industrial oil pipe or a subtle change in a bridge's structure long before a disaster happens. The challenges and risks, but we have to be honest. Connecting everything to the internet comes with a dark side. The first issue is security. Every connected device is a potential doorway for hackers. In 2016, a massive cyberattack used thousands of compromised smart cameras and DVRs to take down major websites like Twitter and Netflix. If your toaster is connected to your Wi-Fi and your Wi-Fi is connected to your bank account, you see the problem. Then there's privacy. If your smart bed knows when you sleep, your fridge knows what you eat, and your watch knows where you walk, who owns that data? Is it being sold to insurance companies? To advertisers? When your home is smart, it's also a giant data gathering machine. Finally, there is dependence. What happens to your smart home when the internet goes out? Suddenly, you can't unlock your front door or turn on your stove. We are becoming incredibly reliant on a system that is, at its heart, quite fragile. The future of IoT. So, where are we going? We are moving toward the marriage of artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. Currently, IoT just collects data. In the future, AI will allow these devices to predict the future. Your car won't just tell you there's traffic. It will coordinate with every other car on the road to ensure traffic never happens in the first place. We are heading towards smart everything. Smart clothing that adjusts its temperature. Smart bandages that heal wounds faster by stimulating cells. And even smart dust microscopic sensors that can be scattered in the air to monitor the environment in real time. The Internet of Things is more than just a tech trend. It is the final step in making our physical world digital. It turns dumb objects into living participants in our lives, while it brings concerns about privacy and security. It also offers a level of efficiency and safety that humans simply couldn't achieve on their own. The invisible web is already here. It's in your pocket, on your wrist, and in your walls. The question is, are we ready to live in a world that never stops talking? Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand the invisible world of IoT, give that like button a click. It really helps the channel. Question of the day. What's the smartest thing in your house right now? Or, is there something you think should never be connected to the internet? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a deep dive into the tech that runs our world. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.